Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurin Zakira binti Muhammad Nazri with matrix number 2217434. So today I will be presenting about the role of the Jabatan Kehakiman Syariah Malaysia, also known as JKSM. The Syariah Judicial Department, which is also known as Jabatan Kehakiman Syariah Malaysia, is an Islamic religious administrative institution in a legal or judicial context. JKSM is subject to the Prime Minister's Department, and also the Syariah Court at that time was in a relatively good position since the establishment of the Malaysian Syariah Justice Department in 1998. Several states were classified in the same use scheme such as Malacca, Negeri Sembilan, Selangor, Perlis, Sabah, and the Federal Territories, which is Kuala Lumpur, Labuan, and Putrajaya. Although there are some states that are not yet members of the Syariah scheme, each state has established a state Syariah Justice Department, such as the Kelantan State Syariah Justice Department. For your information, JKSM covers joint use by the state, and from the perspective of staff appointment, both JKSM and the state are used. Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Malacca, Federal Territory, Perlis, and Sabah are states that are included in the same usage plan, except for the states that have not yet confirmed the common use system, where it all can be said that appointments are made through the secretary of the state government concerned. Nevertheless, each state has established a state Syariah Justice Department, such as the Johor and Perak State Syariah Justice Department. Moving on to the role of the JKSMs. JKSM's main goal is to improve efficiency and uniformity in the Syariah judicial administration system throughout Malaysia, but its vision also includes improving Syariah judicial institution in the country's judicial and legal system. JKSM's goal include developing policies and strategies to improve the effectiveness of Syariah courts in the states, coordinating judicial practices to be adopted in the states, developing and coordinating rules and instructions and rules of practice for all Syariah officers in JKSM, states, and other agencies related, and conduct research on the Syariah legal and judicial system in line with the latest developments. In order to make the Syariah court administration more systematic, effective, and professional, JKSM plays an important role in planning. Furthermore, JKSM has fought for the construction of Syariah court buildings in every state and district through federal government allocations in order to guarantee comfort and convenience to clients in Syariah court who get the same facilities as in civil courts. The Kuala Lumpur Federal Territory Syariah Court, the Selangor Syariah Judicial Department in Shah Alam, Negeri Sembilan Syariah Judicial Department in Sendayan, the Malacca Syariah Judicial Department at MITC Malacca, and the Kota Baharu Syariah Judicial Department are just a few states that have received a new structure. The JKSM also has implemented several alternatives to improve the legal management component to be consistent with the civil court. So the JKSM has created the Syariah Court electronic system, often known as e-Syariah, which started in 2005. At a cost of 12.4 million, the e-Syariah system was introduced on February 7, 2003 by YAB, the Prime Minister at that time. For your information, the e-Syariah portal offers services via the internet for the distribution of service information, the provision of online legal information, the filing of cases and forms, as well as links to the website of courts and Syariah organizations in the country and abroad. Since its implementation in 2011, the e-Syariah system version 2 has been used by all Syariah courts in every state. The system is currently used for case administration, including statistics, judge trial records, case registration, trial notices, and other matters. With this system in this place, the administrative procedures of the Syariah court are more efficient and benefit many parties by helping them save time and money. In addition, JKSM is working to dignify Islamic law by increasing the number of courts levels from 3 to 5, as is done in the civil court. As mentioned earlier, there are 5 levels of court in the civil courts, starting with the magistrates court, the session court, the high court, the district court, and the federal court. Although currently there are only 3 levels of the Syariah courts: Syariah lower court, Syariah high court, and the last one is Syariah appeal court. JKSM works harder than ever to get the approval of the head of religion in each state to raise the dignity of the lower, secondary, higher courts, and the Syariah Court of Appeal. These courts include the Syariah Lower Court, the Syariah High Court, the Syariah Ryan Court, and the Syariah Appeal Council. An important history will be created for the Syariah court in this country when its position will be at the same level as the civil court in terms of staffing, emoluments, and other related matters. In order to achieve the above objectives, two acts at the federal level have been proposed, namely the Commission for the Appointment of High Court Judges, the State Syariah Court of Appeal, and the Syariah Ryan Council, and the Remuneration Act of the Judges of the Syariah High Court, the Syariah Ryan Court, and the Syariah Ryan Council. The two acts that will be proposed in this provide for the establishment of commissions for the appointment and determination of recommendations such as salaries, allowances, pensions, and other benefits of the judges of the Syariah High Court, the State Ryan Syariah Court, and the Syariah Appeal Council. This ministerial decree will negate the status of the judges in the Syariah court, starting with the judges of the High Court of Syariah and up to the same level as judges in the Civil High Court. Moving on to the conclusion part, in general, it can be said that the implementation of Hukum Syara in this country has a strong foundation in history. The implementation of Hukum Syara began with the establishment of the Malacca Malay Kingdom and continued into the colonial period with some narrowing. By practicing Sharia law in the form of legislation, the British colonialists gave the administration of law in this country a new form. Islam was given a place in the constitution after the country achieved independence, and the king was given the title of the head of religion. In accordance with the limitations of the constitution and subject to federal law, which also restricts the full application of Sharia law, the state legislature has power to enact Islamic law. At present, the Sharia court is in a better condition compared to the colonial era. As a result, the Syariah court needs to be reorganized and given wider powers by the upgrading the court staff to become more efficient and trained as well. In order to ensure justice and equality in the application of Islamic law in this country, the plan to increase the 3 levels of the Syariah court to 5 levels need to be implemented immediately, which has been helped wholeheartedly by the JKSM. So I think that is all from me. Thank you.